Every now and again a real classic bit of eye-catching kit comes along, and I've been fortunate enough to get my hands on this, which is the JAG Black Super Compact Pod Kit. Not really an avid pod user in my own fishing, but every now and again, as I'm sure you'll all know yourselves, you come up against a bit of bank that is just unyielding, and it could be rock hard granite ground, or it might be a reservoir bank, or it could be some wooden decking if you're fishing somewhere really posh. But you always come across those little situations where normal bank sticks, even if they're excavator tips, just won't quite get in there. This is going to cover every possible eventuality in my fishing. The whole kit is in here, and I'm going to take you through how to set it up. It's super light, versatile, and very, very sexy in terms of design. I think you're going to like this. I'll take you through it. So inside, in the main compartment, I've got my normal setup. It's not my setup actually, but you've got a normal setup here. So you've got 3 bite alarms on a 3-rod bar, and we've got the same with the lockdown butt rests on a back bar. So that's your 3-rod fixed setup, non-adjustable. And with these conversion kits that we've got fitted here, you can set this up as a goalpost. If you're not familiar with that, that means having a bank stick screwed in there and there, goalpost style, which gives you a really super solid setup, which I do like. Or you can have a single bank stick straight up the middle in the conventional style. Same with the back. Back's always very slightly narrower than the front, so your tips don't point together. Gives you a nice looking setup. Now, I can fish this as using the kit that I've got in this bag as 3 singles. I quite often like fishing single sticks. All I'll do is I'll detach all the heads and I'll screw them on single sticks if I want to spread my rods around. I can fish them as I just explained to you, or I can fish them on a pod. And using this kit, I can do exactly that. Before I show you the pod, I'm just going to get the bank sticks out, which are all nicely secreted away into the pouches here. So I'm going to take the 2 short ones and I'm going to attach them to the front goalpost setup. Just move that chain out of the way. One in there. Short ones at the front, long ones at the back for tips down, as I like to fish quite often. If it's not too weedy, tips down in a tight line. If I want it round the other way, obviously I'll just put the 2 longer ones on the front. But for this example, I'm just going to set it up as you can see. So the longer ones straight onto the back. So what we've got now is a 3-rod fixed goalpost setup, front and back, which is a super reliable, rock solid, super sturdy setup, which really, if you're snag fishing or anything like that, that's very, very hard to beat. Now, what if you can't get these bank sticks into the ground? It happens to all of us at different venues, especially at the height of summer when the ground's granite. We can convert this straight into a pod. I'll show you how. Flip this over. Ready for this? That is a pod. Absolutely sublimely made, compact. It would almost go into your pocket. It would certainly go into the pocket of a rucksack or something like that if you didn't want to carry it as a set. Personally, I like to keep everything together. Beautifully made, just one glance and a feel of the finishing. You can see it oozes the standard JAG high quality engineering that we've come to know and recognise. Now this opens out into a pod like so, and what we would normally do is just bend these forward to the front and bend these at the back, and we're going to fit these, which I'll show you how to do in a moment. But before I do that, if you were fishing, you can see the length of this is fairly long front to back. Not a problem for most swims, but what if you're fishing a really, really tight little swim? The compact pod kit goes even more compact just by straightening these out, and then you simply put your goalposts in there and there. So from front to back, you're probably about 2/3 of the distance. So again, just a little hint of the versatility and thought that's gone into this design. But for now, we're going to set it up in a conventional way. So we're just going to angle that to the front, take our front setup, and if I can do it without that digging into my ribs, we'll lay that down there. We're just going to drop this straight in there and drop that straight in there. Super simple, very, very quick. Screw that up and like so there. Now I like to do it so that there's just enough of a spike kicking out of the bottom of the frame there so that it will grip whatever ground you're on. Now, if you're on very soft ground, and you still want to use the pod, then it's quite a good idea to get these properly embedded in, and then you're going to have something that's absolutely, utterly immovable. But obviously most people are using a pod because the ground's hard, so just get your feet to kick through like that, nice and even on both sides, and screw those up, which lock on very, very positively. Same with the back, so I'm just going to lower that down there, swing these in, take our back set up, drop one in there, and super quick and easy, just undo that, drop that through in the same as we did at the front, drop that through there, again, just so that we've got the aluminium tip sticking out, and you're done. How about that? I don't think there's a pod around anywhere which is as compact and as sleek and lightweight as this. And one of the things I really like about it, a lot of pods that are out on the market now are quite high off the ground. Any sort of height on your pod is not going to be very stable. This is rock solid, very, very stable and solid indeed. The other thing I like about it is, as I mentioned earlier, its versatility. So not only can you change the length of it by turning it round, but you can also, with this set up in a total number of different setups. So you can fish single sticks, because in your package, in your pouch, I carry all my single sticks, so quite often I like to have one there, one there, one there, so I might have 3 singles. I can set it up as a 2-rod goalpost. I can set it up as a 3-rod goalpost. And if I want to use the pod, I can set it up as 2-rod single, I can set it up as a 2-rod goalpost, or I can set it up, as we've got it right now, as a 3-rod goalpost. And to convert to the 2-rod setup, all we simply do is unscrew 2 of the heads and screw them directly into the front sticks, and the same with the back rests, screw them directly into there. And if you're on a 2-rod venue, then that will give you a perfectly balanced little setup. If you're fishing in France and it's 4 rods, I've seen a couple of guys fishing with these and they've got 2 2-rod setups, which is a lovely way to fish 4 rods, 2 on that side and 2 on that side. So a real high number of different combinations that you can use using this. This is the JAG Black Super Compact Pod Kit. I'm super impressed with it, and I'm going to be using this a lot in my fishing. Love it.